That's my connection to the caribou. Started from birth. My family are very traditional people. We've always hunted. Even today, I mainly feed my children, my family, moose and caribou diet. I really take pride in how I harvest and put away meat, how I prepare my food for the winter, whether it's dry meat or dry fish, jar fish. I put a lot of time and effort into that. I continue that care when it comes to working on hides. I sit on the Gwich'in steering committee, which is an advocacy group for the caribou herd. And with the decline in the herd, there's been significant concern. The changing temperatures and the shift in our ecosystem is having profound impacts on our culture. I've been thinking a lot about food security and what that means for our people, because we are really struggling to continue these cultural practices. There's a loss of traditional knowledge and our ability to pass on these teachings to our young people. I really want to encourage hide tanning as a practice to promote mental health. It's nice. And I want to work with our community and our young people on creating a maker space here in Old Crow. The practice itself is so important to our well-being.
So winter tanning is the process of breaking down the fibers. It helps when you go to soften your hides. So you soak them and hang them to freeze, and while it's freezing, the fibers expand and break down, and that helps you in the softening process. Over the next week or two, all of the water in it will evaporate and it'll turn to more of like freeze dried, and then I'll repeat the process. I'll put them back in the water, soak them for the night, wring them, and hang them back out. And I do that as many times as I can throughout the winter. And hanging them out here in the wind helps with the softening as well. The sun bleaches them and turns them really nice and white. So I wouldn't mind to do like a community project with this one.
I work on them when my energy is good and when the seasons are right and when I have time. I really try to be cognizant of how much I take on with work and children and life. And for me, hide work is a time to slow down, and it's really important for me to make sure I'm doing those in a good way and to a really high standard. To me, it's so meaningful because it's a time to think about what I'm doing to continue these practices that will ensure, our culture is passed on. I think about my ancestors often, and I wonder what they would think about my final product, whether it's to their liking. And I think about those types of things often. So my connection to caribou and to moose is it's almost all parts of my life.